Hello, it's me. Welcome back. I've been sick. I'm still sick. I don't know if you can tell my voice. My throat's been doing a lot better, so my voice is probably okay, but I can't tell because I don't remember what I used to sound like. But I am still sick. But I wanted to play a video game. So we're gonna play a video game in a somewhat, I was gonna say inebriated, that's not the right word. Drugged? I guess technically drugged. State of mind. What could go wrong? It'll be fine. Anyway, let me look at the calendar real quick, because I completely forgot where we were and what we were doing. Exploring, apparently. I already used all my points on something. I don't know what I used my points on. I should have checked the video. It was probably eating and some training, but I don't actually remember. Alright. But we have a bunch of support stuff to watch, or it seems like a bunch. It may be like 3 or 4. I think it's just 3 of them. But either way, we have some support shit to watch, so we're gonna do so. I keep forgetting when you're in this area. Yeah, we could just... Yeah, I keep forgetting when you're exploring, you have to physically walk over there, so just like, fuck it. Since we're gonna watch them all together, we may as well just do it from the not exploring menu. Don't know why it does it that way, but it's fine. We're gonna instruct automatically, I think, possibly. No, because I wanted to change something with... I just wanted to change the group task. Dimitri? Yeah, sure. Although we could do Skywatch. I think only one person's gonna be a flying unit anyway. Auto instruct. They'll figure it out. Probably should have done manual instruct. And had them learn authority, because I keep forgetting that nobody has enough authority. The rest of this I don't really care about. Apologies if I make like random noises that the mic picks up. That's probably me swallowing. This will be no challenge at all.
Let's give it our all.
I have a big old glass of water.
Good results.
To hopefully help my throat out. So you might occasionally hear me swallow, or me just stop talking entirely. Just the same thing, effectively. I really hate when so many things get so close to leveling. That's like 4, maybe 5 things that could have possibly leveled there. Too many things. What do we do here? I don't know. We could do a battle. It would just be filler battles and we're over leveled, so I think I was thinking seminar too. Came up before I could say it, but I'm thinking seminar. The other option is we could just explore again, but I don't think we need to. Forgetting what I need. It's just more sword. Okay. I'm but a teacher. I'm not a very good fighter. See if anyone has any advanced things to unlock. Nope. Alright, let's do a seminar. Actually, before we do the seminar, let's do the support stuff and then we'll do the seminar. Since we can now do all of these. Wait, what? Haven't I done this before? Where I've talked to someone or done the support scene from this menu? I swear I've done it before. Maybe I've just lost my mind, I don't know. Either way, I guess we'll do that one the next time we're exploring. Apologies. I thought I'd done that before.
You don't look busy. Join me for some training, Boar Prince.
And here I thought you had no desire to speak with me.
We don't need to speak to clash swords, do we?
I suppose not. Is that one new? Wait. Where did you get such a blade?
I suppose you would recognize its value. I came upon a merchant selling weapons and found this among the rest of the steel.
That pattern around the edge. There's no doubt. It was forged by Zoltan, the master swordsmith.
I'm not giving it to you.
Huh? Oh, I'm just happy to have laid eyes on it. I don't suppose you'd allow me the chance to hold it.
Do you take me for a fool? I'm not letting a brute like you swing it around.
As though I would be careless with something so valuable.
I recall when you were 9 years old, you swung a sword so hard you snapped it clean in two.
Come now, that was so long ago. I'm hardly the fool I was then.
So you say. Yet House Fraldaria still told that story for years.
What's wrong, Felix?
How pointless. No use talking about someone who's long dead. Looking at your face is making me angry. I'm going to find a different training partner. Farewell, your beastliness.
What is going on with him?
That man does not know how to let things go. I've received the Sword of Zoltan, apparently. Oh, I should have checked gear before I started recording, too.
Sylvain!
We could do a
Good
quick
timing.
check on that.
There's something I want to say to you.
Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong? Did you spot me sneaking back in this morning? Or is it about that girl who got mad I kissed her sister goodnight? I can explain either way.
No, I'm not here to get after you about those things. Surely other people have that covered. What I really want to talk about is your behavior during our training sessions. When we're sparring, you're always passing on great opportunities to get the edge on me. It's almost as though you're going out of your way to make me think you're incapable.
Nah, I just like giving other people the spotlight.
Uh-huh. It's not that you took something I said to heart. About how you don't have to work hard to be good at stuff and how that isn't fair?
I did take those things to heart. We're friends, right? I'd be sad if you started to hate me. There's just one thing I want you to remember. Guys like me, who hate hard work and sort of get by on our wits, it all falls apart eventually. I'm smart enough to know that. So I respect people like you. I mean it.
Oh, is that sincerity? It's kind of creeping me out. It's just so unlike you.
Huh?
When you say nice things like that, I can't take joy in beating you. I want to beat you when you're at your best. That's why it bothers me so much when you don't try your hardest against me.
Let me put this a different way. I've always been treated like I'm special, and I'm not. At least, I don't think I am. I'm just tired of people thinking they know what I can and can't do. When everybody expects something of you, or envies you, it's kind of suffocating. I'd rather people think I'm dumb. Well, I mean, I can still be pretty dumb.
I have to admit, I have a hard time understanding where you're coming from. Just know that I want you to keep being great at everything without trying. If you stop being that way, I won't have any competition.
Competition, huh? I like the sound of that. Where the heck were you when I was growing up? If I had someone like you back then, I think I may have turned out different. And better, I mean. Anyway, I'd love to chat more with you. Would you like to grab some tea with me, or?
Oh, sure thing. The very next moment I'm free. For now, I need to get to my magic training.
Oh, I see. Some other time then. I look forward to it, Annette.
A challenge! Yeah, it was just 3 and we can't do this one, I guess. Feels bad. Yeah, let me check inventory real quick because I forgot to do it. For example, that could be swapped out. It requires an A, which means I can't use it. At some point, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna end up using... Let's give it to him. You can't use it. Never mind. I'll just give him an iron sword. At some point, everyone's gonna be using steel. I'm just not doing it now because I technically don't need to, and the game is already easy enough, if you want me to be honest. But I am fully aware that I probably should be using steel weapons by now. Let's give her an iron one. Particularly with my faster people, of which I have a multitude of relatively fast characters. Like what's our highest? 22, 22, 24, 25. 31 from Ingrid. So I bet Ingrid, as an example, could still use a steel weapon. We only have the one and it's on. Oh no, we have another one. Can use the steel weapon perfectly fine despite its massive weight. So we'll give it to her and try it out. Anyway, I think that's all we really needed to do. So we're gonna do a seminar. I need to sneeze. Oh right, the knights are out, aren't they? So we don't have a whole lot of options. We could do this one. This is pretty good learning as his sword. Well, the problem with this is we get 3 people that I don't care anything about swordsmen on. This one I get 1 person I don't... Well, actually I get 1 person I don't care either of those about. But it's still probably the most efficient. We'll do this one. I mean, it gets the most people too, so... It's just by far efficient-wise on the time use. That was a great sentence. We got an A+ bowman.
There's so much left to learn.
1 XP off of that level on her, which is unfortunate. But look at that shit. A+. How high does this go? Does it go to S? S+? S++++?
Professor, have you heard? They say we finally located the enemy.
Yay.
It seems they're hiding in the sealed forest, right near the monastery. Lady Rhea has summoned all of the knights to return and take them down. And all of this is being done in secret. Why? To keep us... No. To keep you in the dark. Lady Rhea likely assumed you wouldn't be able to stop yourself from confronting the enemy if you knew their location. But that is not how the story ends, is it? Professor, we're at the ready. Order us to depart, and we'll fight at your side.
No, I will not allow it.
This discovery
Nice
comes
hat.
just when the knights are at their busiest. It is all too likely that our foes revealed themselves to lure you out there. They are the ones who took Geralt from you. I know how you must despise them, but I must ask you to rein in your personal feelings for now.
Why is this the only option I have? Why can't I just be like, alright, we'll wait.
Please, Professor, do not act carelessly. I ask that you leave this to us. Losing you so soon after losing Gerald would be unbearable.
Lady Rhea, Seteth, please try to understand our reasoning before you refuse. With most of the knights still far away, we cannot afford for you two to leave the monastery undefended. The enemy's strength is yet unknown. The only warriors who likely stand a chance are those who wield relics. With all that in mind, it's obvious who should be dispatched, is it not? If the professor leaves, we will go as well. We've already made preparations and are ready to depart at a moment's notice. Surely you must see that we cannot wait any longer for the knights to gather. Please, do what must be done and give us the order.
Professor, do you agree with this strategy? Understood. I will give you the order. Destroy the enemy that is hiding in the sealed forest. You have the protection of the goddess on your side. Whatever happens, you shall overcome.
No matter what enemy we face, we will not fail. I promise you that.
That wasn't very hard, considering how adamant she was. Let's do it, sealed forest. Time to die, etc. Recommended level 19. We are so hilariously overleveled. And I don't think we can do anything about it. Also, I was messing around with maddening
The sealed forest is up ahead.
while I was sick.
Stay alert.
Pause this for a moment. I was messing around with maddening and looking up stuff while I was sick instead of playing. This playthrough, because I couldn't talk for shit. And I learned some things about maddening for when we actually do the run through of it. It's going to be terrible. Primarily because enemies that don't move normally, and normal or hard, do move. There's also some magicians, poison is more prevalent, I should say. Probably other status effects are more prevalent as well. Hit rates are fucking abysmal for your own characters and not too bad for the enemy. The damage they do and the HP I think is scaled to standard difficulty stuff, but enemies that don't normally move do move, and they are aggressive. So, an example of why this is bad, for those of you who haven't watched Maddening yet, or haven't played it or whatever, the Death Knight, who normally doesn't move. He has no movement points in normal and hard. I'm pretty sure on hard he doesn't have movement either. On Maddening, he has normal cavalry movement range, which means he moves real fucking far. And the first time you encounter him in the I forgot what it was, the fucking crypt or whatever it is, whatever that area is called. The first time you meet him down there, where he normally just sits in the middle of the area and doesn't mess with you, as soon as you get sort of close to the actual, like, target enemy, the boss up on the north side, he will actually run towards you. As soon as you get near that enemy, he becomes aggressive, so it's a little dangerous. So maddening will be terrible, but we'll get around to that. There's also apparently another difficulty above that, like called insanity or something like that. So I guess we'll have to do that as well. And again, reminder, the reason I'm doing Maddening without New Game Plus is because it changes the title screen. And I'm a slut for changing the title screen. I don't know why. I just am. Since there's a reward for doing it without New Game Plus, I'm gonna do it without New Game Plus. So, fun times.
This is for Captain Gerald. I will not falter.
It is time to repay the kindness of the professor who saved my life.
Leave it to us, Professor. I'll give it my all.
Fighting Tomas. It will be difficult, that's for certain.
I don't really love the idea of fighting people I know. We don't have a choice. Even if it's difficult, an enemy is an enemy. We've just gotta get it over with.
Just kill them from behind. As long as you don't see their faces, you won't know if you know them.
We won't know unless we see their face. Yes, I suppose that is true. Professor, I hope you know I meant what I told you before. Your enemy is my enemy, and I will follow you until the end, whatever that end may be. Yes, right. We'll fulfill our duty together. We've come this far. We can't stop now. I hope you know that you can rely on us. No matter who the enemy is, we are prepared to cut them down. Yes. No matter who they may be.
I think Dimitri knows who they are too. Or at least has a suspicion.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I like how the teachers are so high on the
I
recruiting.
thank you.
I wonder how useful in combat they actually are, how good they actually are.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Alright, let's have a gander at the map. I'm the only required unit. There's a monster. Just a wee lad. Demonic beast. There's good old Monica. And a mysterious soldier. On a thing. There's a bunch of dead people around Monica. She has a fucking amazing sword. Having said that, the might's really low, but it's got really good hit, really good crit. It weighs nothing. So you're always gonna double attack with that thing. Alright, well. So what's special about you? You don't seem special. Ranged doesn't work very well on her, good enough. Three dead people next to her is slightly alarming. Anything else around here? There's more to this map, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything because maps get reused, so. A chest. Is that the only chest? It appears so. And you probably drop a key. No, you drop a magic staff. Does anyone drop a key? It would appear not. I do like this stone back here, by the way. I noticed that. Alright. Do I need to shuffle people? Not particularly, I guess, but... She's also not here. So we have too many people. No, I wanted... How do I... God damn it. How do I jump again? I accidentally removed it. I don't remember how to set it again. Oh, it's that button. Okay, yeah. No, it's X. There you go. I keep forgetting X and Y and A and B are weird fucking spots. It's fine. Okay. Begin the battle. That was a good start to this fight. Don't worry. I remember what I'm doing. Smile.
Demonic beasts! The enemy was always intending to lure us here.
Who could have guessed? I'm not really worried about the beasts. They're not particularly strong.
You're here! Welcome to the Forest of Death.
Me too.
My name is Kranya. This weakling girl was just a borrowed look for me.
Oh yeah, okay. Fair enough.
This is what I really look like. Now, you vermin, I'll take down every last one of you.
Explains the deaths around here. I figured she would change. Look at her speed is so fucking high. The only thing she's gained, apart from probably stats, I don't know, is this. So she just takes less damage. Still doesn't seem very intimidating. But I'm also not 100% sure how...
Ready.
Those things work. Like this stuff that shows up, is it only the difficulty you're playing on that those show on, or is like anyone playing the game show these, even if they're a different difficulty?
I'll cut through.
I don't know, you're weak to swords.
I'll go.
Stay focused.
So we'll move our sword crew that way, our spear crew roughly this way.
I'll give it my all.
We have so
Let
many
us away.
fucking casters.
Here we go. Here
We
goes.
actually have like a lot of people, just in general, but we have, what is this, 4 casters?
That's my cue.
Very caster
If this
heavy.
takes too long, I might be forced to escape. Oh, or do you simply intend to let me go? How accommodating of you.
You're welcome.
As for me, I intend to kill you all.
Yeah, but you just said you're gonna leave if it takes too long. You can't threaten to kill me if you're gonna leave.
Easy.
Already charging an attack. And of course this group didn't fucking move, so I want to attract as little attention as physically possible. We're gonna shuffle people this way just because I want to keep the front line as the people with swords, obviously. So they'll be okay there. You, sir. And it was pointed out to me, I'm aware of this, but it is pointed out to me that, I think I have any on him. Oh, this one. Monster stuff like this breaks the stones instantly. Does extra damage to the, not the stones, the barriers. It does extra damage to barriers. And I arguably probably should use them more frequently, but, you know. That hits that way. There's a curious angle.
Gotcha.
I always forget that this gambit is a line, is a horizontal line. See, now that one broke instantly when it shouldn't have, and I don't actually know why. Doesn't really matter, you come hither. Again, he also has monster piercing.
I can't let you go it alone.
It's our chance to prevail.
We're just gonna nuke this monster down, I think. There's this caster that we do have to worry about, but shouldn't really be a problem. You come hither. Stab this for me, see if she can attack twice even with a steel weapon. Admittedly, it's a monster, they tend to not be very fast, but still.
Try this on for size.
It would have been more useful if it didn't have 2 health. That's fine, though. Give me my umbral steel. And we should be able to just literally kill this thing instantly. Not quite, which is unfortunate because I would like her to get the XP. What I could do... Oh, you're not... It's... Fuck. I forgot Ingrid is the one that has rally magic as an option. Is it possible for you to not kill it? Use Nosferatu. It's a lot of damage for a fucking heal spell. Alright, now you can finish it off. I wanted her to get the kill XP.
All roses have thorns.
As she is one of the lower levels
Quick study.
in our group. I like that it brings up the XP thing to show nothing. Oh, hello. Why did you move there to attack me? That just seems foolish, honestly. No matter where I move here, I'm going to attract somebody, so...
Now's our chance.
I do like that they made Gambit strong against monsters. Let's see. It's kind of what I was worried about, actually. Is that if Felix runs up there, he's gonna attract attention. I wouldn't mind getting some Umbral Steel, but...
I can't lose.
I think it might be safer just to go ahead and kill this thing, since Felix can't really reasonably do anything here. Just chill there. Oh right, it's not stunned anymore, I forgot. I forgot. You will attract attention, but you will be fine. And that's a lot of damage. I think we just do Nosferatu. It's gonna heal it's gonna heal 5. Give her a little bit more health. Oh right. It heals first because we're attacking first. Whatever. She should be fine anyway. I just wanted to stun it so that Flame wouldn't get dunked on. She shouldn't take any damage. Oh, they actually changed targets anyway. You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna do anything because you have a 0% chance to hit, apparently.
Take me seriously.
She is quite strong. Magic Staff Clap. Which she can't equip because she currently has the Prayer Ring, which I don't think she needs. How do I get you to equip that? I don't remember. Well, that's right, she has to be her turn. I remember. I don't believe I'm particularly worried about any of these enemies, no. My knights are tanky, so. Mages are gonna get left behind on this side. Not that it matters, I suppose. Because Dimitri's just gonna kill everything anyway.
Who's next?
This is the power of a king. Or king to be, I suppose.
So obvious.
No, he's not a king. What is his fucking title gonna be? I forgot.
Dictable.
Is it king? We have an empress, we have a king. And we have something. I don't remember. It attracted everyone's attention, which is actually pretty good. Dimitri's too strong. Like, I know, I understand we're over-leveled, so it makes it easier, but Dimitri's legitimately just too strong. He can't be killed.
That one is
Like,
expected.
at least Sylvain has a risk of taking some minuscule amount of damage. Dimitri's just like, nah, mate. Oh, right, he can't counter. I was like, why is it not attacking?
Over already?
Ingrid's doing pretty well for herself, too, I'll admit. Now then. You can defeat this man? No. You can defeat this man, though.
It's the least I could do.
Free XP, and a hammer, and some rusted gauntlets. Not that I really wanted those, but hey. Wouldn't mind having her do Nosferatu, but it won't kill him, so. We could use that opportunity to get some XP. That she'll heal a bit. This sounds like a benefit to me. I want you to finish him. What level are you? 23. And Ash power leveled out here.
Next time, bring your friends.
Let me see them stats. Well,
Not good enough.
I mean, I saw some stats. They just weren't the stats that I wanted to see.
Should I have held back?
I love that I have this rusty looking sword. That's my weapon. So there's a single axe person and then her left. This all seems a bit too easy. Like, there is this area up here, and she mentioned retreating. So maybe when you get to her or you kill all the other enemies, there's like a... she falls back or something, I don't know. She can't move because, you know, we're not on fucking maddening, so I'm not really too worried about having people next to her. Mage is falling behind. You can actually hit her. I kind of want Ingrid to hit her, so we're going to attempt to avoid her.
Here we go.
Also, here we go.
Thanks.
I do like the idea of having two healers. Two people that are lore-wise healers.
Seems I
I
prevailed.
gotta make everyone a healer if I wanted to. Battalion Desperation. Where? I want to get everyone sort of together before I do anything, just in case something does happen. I don't want to have my people spread all over the fucking place. Will take a little bit, unfortunately, because these two kind of sort of get stuck back there. Takes them a while to go through trees. Imagine being her right now. I mean, she doesn't care, clearly, but imagine being her right now. Alright, we can go ahead and trigger whatever's gonna happen here. Let's do it. Preferably I want people that need XP to step up on these squares. How scary is she? Not very. For what that's worth. I mean, we can onslaught. Yeah, just do normal. Don't crit, smile.
Cute. You're trying so hard. But now it's time to die.
Yeah. Ooh, a dodge. Also looked poisonous. Okay. I mean, Flame and Dorothea need the XP. We already know that. But I don't want to sit them on that tile. Let's get Dimitri over here. Until she's dealt with, anyway. Assuming this doesn't just end the fight. Which you very well might, I don't know. That's a terrible level. Yeah, this shit's not over. Clearly, because it's letting me move again. That's some anime tumble shit right there.
How could I really lose to a lowly creature like you?
Well,
Solon, don't just stand there and stare. I need your help.
yes, you most certainly do.
This isn't good.
Have no fear, Kranya. Your sacrifice will help to rid this world of the filthy vermin that have long infested it.
This seems fine.
is finally come. To unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
Please, help me.
It's a little late to change teams, I think.
Be gone with you, Fellstar.
Excuse me.
What was that sorcery? What happened to our professor?
They were swallowed by the mystical darkness of the forbidden spell. An eternity wandering in a void of nothingness, never to return to this world. To think, we almost had the sword of the Creator.
That's a lie! There's no way the professor is really dead! That's right. Our professor is no ordinary human.
I mean, I'm alive. He didn't say I
I cannot
died.
believe our professor has fallen.
I'm just in a void
It is
forever.
possible that death has yet to find your friend, but there are worse things than death. Drifting through the darkness with no chance of escape, overwhelmed with hopelessness. It must be torturous.
We cannot abandon hope, Your Highness. Our professor lives. I know it.
You're right. We will save the professor. But first, let's destroy this fiend. I'll slice you into 1,000 pieces as you watch with horror. You will know true pain before I finally allow you to die.
How trite. But if you wish for pain, I shall oblige. If you prefer it so, you shall also be added to the ranks of the dead.
He has such a big forehead.
You fool! What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
A good
Are
question.
you just a boulder that rolls down whatever hill it's on? No, even a boulder has more sense. Apologizing won't make things right! This darkness is terrifying! As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. But please consider this. This realm of darkness we are in is separate from the world from which you came. I mean that it would take a god to leave this place.
Well, conveniently, you are a god.
In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die?
I am. We're gonna say I'm not, but I am.
I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet... there is no other choice. Do you recall your father's diary? He said you were a child who never cried nor laughed. I think I am the one to blame. I must have been asleep, but even then, I feel I was a part of you. I do not know how Rhea managed it, but she allowed me to exist inside of you. The truth is, I have always been with you. It is within you that I found my power yet again. The power of a goddess. The power of the progenitor god. My name is Sothis. By now, you must be well aware of what that means. I am the one who watches over Fodlan and the creatures dwelling there. I am Sothis, she who died and then returned.
I mean, we already know this. Well, I do anyway. My character appears to be fucking stupid sometimes.
There is but one thing left to do to save us from this darkness of eternity. I must now use the power of a god. However, I lack a body of my own, And so I must relinquish all the power that I have to you. The time has
I'm a
come
god.
for you and I to join as one. And when that comes to pass, then I shall disappear. When I say disappear, I do not mean that all I am will be no more. My soul will join with yours, and you and I will never be apart. But I will no longer have the chance to speak with you. I shall miss it.
I like when she speaks to us, though.
So long have I been on this path with you. Through you, I got to see and hear this world. I even got to chastise you from time to time. I may not have acted like a goddess, but it was certainly fun. For all that you have done, thank you. I'm glad that it was you to whom my fate was bound. Now, we must pray. For if we share this wish, our spirits too will join as one. Your wish is to return to the forest, stop the enemy, and rescue the little ones. No need for words. I know your heart as though it were my own.
Kind of wish for pizza too. Can we add that to the list? With cinematic.
Your will and mine are now as one. Both sides of time are revealed to you, and you alone. You know I am the beginning. What shall you do?
Oh man, we going Super Saiyan? PogChamp?
So the Fellstar consumes even the darkness itself.
I was hoping for something slightly more dramatic than just falling out of the hole, but oh, it reforms us
That
anyway.
is you, isn't it? Oh, I'm glad you are safe. I was sure that you would return.
Hello.
Please tell me all that happened to you later. For now, it's imperative that we kill the demon.
What did you see in the darkness of Zaharas? This should be impossible. The only being that can withstand that darkness is...
Sophis.
Unless I dispose of you myself, I may never have the chance to send you back there.
Hello. More demon. Sword of the Creator to regain its true power. Hooray! Did I get anything else out of that besides funky hair color? Sublime Creator Sword. Enables Sublime Heaven. Look at the fucking stats on that. It's only a 7 weight and 15 might. That's strong. Well, like, my crew is way the fuck back here. So let's just move them as far up as I can get everyone to go. Except for stepping on those, we're gonna, again, reserve those for... Not worried about him. Reserve the XP panels for the 2 people that actually need it. Really wish my mages could move farther. That's okay. I still have all those stat gain items too that I have to give to people. And I know moving through these thickets and stuff makes you move slower. forest. Is it forest or thicket that's slower? I think it's thicket. Forest might be slower as well too, but anyway. You go slap the shit out of this man for me. Good God. What does, so 37 might, 57 crit. It's got a same range as before. We're not gonna use it right now. We're probably just gonna assault troop. No, that doesn't kill him, never mind. Neither does this either, but before I do that, you are gonna do damage to him if you hit. If he hits, that's the key word here. To be honest, I kind of like my old hair color. Can I have that back? Unfortunately, he hit.
How it goes.
In case that wasn't apparent. We aggroed everything? We have. Sort of good. Alright, well, let's walk over here and do Sublime Heaven. Just to see, you know?
No hesitation.
And he crit. Look at me, I'm the god now. You go step on this. Unfortunately, she has appeared to make friends. It's a good level, actually. The other person is her, which can't quite make it, but that's fine. But we need to be killing some monsters out here, so... Hey, fortify. I don't know what that does. Probably makes you stronger. Heals all allies within a range based on mag. So it's her AoE. It's divided by 4, which means it's half the range of physic, which is still pretty good considering magic so high. What does that turn it out to? 6 range? So everyone within 6 of her gets healed? 6 of her, right? Not like a target. Yeah. So let's get big boys over here. I think we gambit again.
Don't let them retreat.
Getting good gambit use out here. Alright. So the only person still attacking her is that knight. I mean, we do have to kill the fucking beast, so... Gotta wait to move again. I was like, why can't I select? You do astonishingly little damage. Unfortunately, nothing changes that. So... He won't kill her, but she's gonna take a lot of damage if we let that go off. But I don't think we can kill... Actually changes targets if I go over here. Why are you so strong? Do I use Lewin? I don't really want to. We could combat art just to make sure that the beast hits her.
I'm here to help.
It's a hell of a gambit boost. Didn't need that much of a boost, but I'll take it. So both of the monsters are targeting things that I want them to target. And you can kill him. Okay.
I must steel myself.
My casters are protected. Ash continues growing stronger.
I'm starting to see results.
It's not the best stat game, but it's fine. You get your booty up here. I think we just attack here. I don't want to change the beast's target, so... I debuffed him. What did I debuff him with? No, he debuffed me, didn't he? Something happened. Like I did. Some sort of debuff happened there. Fuck it, I don't know.
Just give up.
I think the only damage on the left that we have to worry about is the caster. You would do a range attack, you asshole. Oh. I didn't anticipate Dimitri killing it, but here we are. This works fine, I guess. And the mage does no damage, so there you go. The beast over here. We just gambit it.
You have my support.
How is Ash supporting this gambit from over there? I guess he is in attack range. Which is probably good enough, all things considered. Alright, Caster Boy needs to die. Not with that weapon, please.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Is it a good grow? That's pretty
We
good.
must all do our part.
That's pretty good. No speed, unfortunately, but we're already really high speed anyway. You will kill. You will also kill. But it will take 2 hits to do so. Will I get the reward for breaking this? Probably not, as it will die before the reward pops up.
I won! You can rely on me.
Nope. Feels bad. Alright. Most of the activity appears to be happening on the left side over here. She can't quite reach, so she'll just heal. Oh, she can reach. She can't kill, but she can reach. Oh, never mind.
I am spent.
Turns out I was
Only you can
mistaken.
do it.
She, in fact, can kill. Well,
Growth is a part of life.
could have been worse. Could have been better, but could have been worse. You, if you hit, will beat the living shit out of her. But I want her to get a little more XP. What could go wrong?
That went as expected.
Ow.
It's the least I could do.
It does save me a turn as well. Since he dies on the enemy's turn instead of mine. Got all of this healing going on for free. Alright, what's up with you? Same as before, but like spooky? You know death, as you do. And Banshee. Foes hit suffer reduced move for 1 turn. It's not very heavy on the might. If he starts combat, he gets more damage. We lose a void. And if he's ever left low HP on his turn, he's gonna fuck somebody up. Alright. He doesn't move though. Reminder that whenever we get around to maddening, all of these enemies that have no movement, such as this guy, will have movement, so I won't be able to do shit like this where I move everyone up like right outside of his attack range. I wish she could heal herself, but we actually don't need all these people, and it'll take too long for them all to get up here anyway. What I want is I want the main character, me, to get an attack on him so that we see whatever the dialogue happens to be. And he's got support from both of our cavalry, so hook him up with some stride for that extra move.
Thank you.
Can't quite get over there. I mean, he gets an attack range of him, but that doesn't help us. We should be plenty fine to do this without any risk. I kind of want to use the creator sword, but that's a waste of its durability. And I can kill him, so unless he crits this hit, I'm perfectly fine.
I am terrified by you.
Me too.
Even though an emotion like fear has no place inside me, that means you must be eliminated.
He's such a big forehead, man. Oh, you missed. Outplayed.
To think that I would lose to mere beasts. But this is not the end. Tullus will carry out our mission somehow.
Tullus? Does he also serve the Flame Emperor? It can't be.
My God. Good job, Dimitri. I'm proud of you, my boy. And now we get to save. I think we have...
Professor, I'm glad you're okay.
Hold on.
And you seem relatively unscathed. I'm so relieved.
I don't know what it means, but it has been spoiled to me. I believe we have one more month before time skip. Don't know what time skip means or entails or does, but I believe it's like a huge change in what happens in the game, so looking forward to that.
What's more, Gerald's foe is dead, though we took little satisfaction from it. Professor, I must ask, what happened after we were separated? You look different. The goddess appeared and gave you her power? It's as though the legend of old has been made flesh. It's hard to grasp, in all honesty. But having seen you pierce the sky with my own eyes, I find myself unable to doubt it. Yes, the legend of Saint Seros. It is said that she received a divine revelation from the goddess and was gifted with her power. Long ago, the goddess dispatched Seros to defeat an evil king who went mad with power.
Is this a looping storyline?
Saw the goodness of Seros within you too, and wished to help you in your quest to defeat evil. If you're Seros, granted power by the goddess, then I suppose that makes me... never mind. I'm getting carried away. Professor, what's wrong? Are you asleep?
Did I inherit
What's
her?
happening these days? Well, it matters not. We must get you help, and fast.
Did I inherit her
It'll be
desire
faster
to
if I
sleep
carry
at
you
all
around.
times? I sure hope I did.
Professor, you must remain still.
No.
Everything is all right. There is no need to worry. Those who are trying to harm you are far away.
Why must you sing to me, you weirdo?
How lovely it would be for this moment to last forever. I wish I could hold on to this time we have stolen, that you and I could create a world without end. I have heard whispers of what happened to you. Your appearance. You have received power from the goddess. From the moment you took hold of the sword of the Creator, I prayed that one day the radiant power of Sothis, which bathes Fodlan in its celestial light, might reside within you. But you are so much more than the light. You are my...
I'm her son.
Close your eyes, dear one. Sleep
I think.
just a while longer.
I'm not actually sure. I'm just suspicious that I
I
am.
will be watching over you. Always. Always and forever.
Part 1. White Clouds. Pegasus Moon. Throne of Knowledge. The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia. When feather-white snow falls on Fodlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
I don't know what any of that means. But sure. Oh, the little loading bar dude changed as well. I'll be honest, I kind of like the old hair more. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. We start on a weekend, look at us go. Not that it matters, because first week is never
Rhea,
a thing.
Please, talk to me. What are you hiding? What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak. For now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
Uh-oh.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Seteth enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seiros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students. It is said that when Seiros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seiros, I will be by your side as well. The occasion is too significant to be missed. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
Strange. Strange. You know, honestly, my how do words work? Probably my least interested. I'll just give flowers.
Oh, wow, thanks.
The least interesting part of the game for me is the monastery stuff. It takes up so much time. Hey, freebie. It takes up so much time, and the vast majority of it is kind of boring, I'll be honest.
It has been a while since we last spoke, Professor.
I don't mind the,
Spare me a moment again.
you know,
will you
these support things. I don't mind these. These are neat. Character backstory and all that. I just don't like running around the monastery talking to everyone, the small talk that doesn't really matter for anything at all. For the most part, there's a few things that are interesting, but for the most part, all that dialogue is
to join your class, yes? I have learned a great many things since then. Indeed, I have truly grown so much. This personal growth is due in large part to you, and I wish to express my gratitude, sincerely.
Wow,
Excuse me?
rude.
Are you implying that I am still naive? I will have you know that I have made many friends and am constantly learning new things. Why, when I go to the market alone, I even haggle. You must be familiar with the delicate art of haggling, in which one negotiates a lower asking price for an item.
Never done it.
That is the type of knowledge common only to those as mature as myself. Who? Me? Have you not asked this once before? It is a bit rude to ask repeatedly, you know.
It's true, she did never tell me, but I don't know why this matters.
So, well, it seems we have something in common, since I do not know your age either.
She's got a point.
Come now. There is nothing to be gained from focusing so heavily on age. Touching on a previous discussion, I think I have learned more about you. I mentioned how you possess an air of mystery. I compared you to any old sea, but I have come to realize you are more like a particular sea, one I have seen before. When I was quite small, my mother would take me out to play in the sea. She was an excellent fisher, my mother. I grew to love fish deeply because of her. Well, you see, fish are... Oh, wait. I was talking about the sea, was I not? Anyhow, I sense that, like the sea, your depths are seemingly impenetrable. Yet, despite your unknowable depths, there is something familiar about you. It's as if we have met somewhere, long, long ago. No, I do not think so. It is all quite strange, really. Still, I do not think you could be a complete stranger either. Both your hair and eyes are unmistakably... Oh, apologies. Just muttering to myself. It is nothing. Mutterings aside, I mean to say that you do not feel like a stranger to me. For whatever reason, I feel deeply connected to you. And for this, I am glad.
Okay. As a note, that support thingy was unlocked before my hair changed. So I wonder if it actually changes depending on when you unlock that. Because she mentions hair and eyes. Hello? Sure. I don't know why I'm curious about her, but sure.
Great weather today. Perfect for shutting yourself inside, don't you think?
What? Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad you get it. With great weather like this, there'll be no one inside to bother us. I love feeling like I'm all alone in the world.
I don't. But whatever floats your boat.
That. Well, I guess I can tell you, Professor. My father's obsessed with money. He's only ever seen me as bait for a rich husband. To train me to be a good wife, he'd do things like tie me to a chair. I tried hard to do as he asked.
What?
Honestly, I did. But before I knew it, I just couldn't bring myself to leave my room anymore. I just had this overwhelming feeling of fear all the time. No matter how hard I tried, my father never thought I was good enough. After that, it was just constant scolding. He couldn't say 2 words to me without mentioning how useless I was. An unmarriageable girl. My life was isolated, to say the least. I wasn't allowed to play with other kids, let alone make friends. Soon, I stopped wanting that. I was happiest alone, but even that made him mad. And when he tried to drag me outside, I kicked and screamed so much, I seriously hurt myself. He's calmed down a bit in recent years. His constant torment was replaced with complete indifference. He mostly acts like I don't exist now. If you can believe it, I was basically kidnapped. My mother ordered an attendant to stuff me in a bag while I was sleeping. By the time I figured out what was going on, I was already here. For a while, I was sure I was going to die. But here I am. Look at me, still breathing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you down talking like that about my past. Just forget everything I told you. There's no point in talking about myself anyway. Idiot! Oh, this is why everyone hates you, Bernie! What? No, it's not... Oh, Professor! How can you be so kind to me? I don't deserve it.
Quality line.
I'm sorry. Please don't look at me.
This game has pretty good voice actors. Also, that's a depressing backstory. Her hair is so fucking bright green on the sprite. Ah, 'tis your birthday. Have some flowers. I don't really want to do a tea party, I'll be honest with you. I should, but... Sleepy obtained the certificate for the Enlightened One class. Excuse me? Look at this fancy outfit.
Strange feeling.
I agree. What is it? What a fancy outfit. So what the fuck is... What is an Enlightened One? What's, like, special about it? I mean, it's a special class, clearly, but... I appear to... Current class Enlightened One. Do I have 2 classes? Because that's most certainly not what it's showing me is selected on the thing. Either way, wielder magic has high overall stats. Skill experience bonus. That's pretty good. Terrain resistance, that's also pretty good. So what, I just have 2... No, I don't have 2 classes. I am actually this class and it's real fucking high stats. But this screen is showing me as a thief still. So I'm wondering, like... I guess there's no reason to change my class. Unless I wanted to, for whatever reason, I guess. Fair enough. We'll just move on. I could make Mercedes this. Does she lose access to her black magic if I make this? I like that outfit. We're gonna do it. What does she gain off of this? 2 magic, 2 res, a defense. That's some HP, of course. Sure. We'll use that as a test as well to see if she loses access to her other magics.
I'm so glad
Good.
I passed.
Optimal. 1 defense. We got them, boys. Alright. That's all that's gonna be able to change, so... Fair enough. Obviously explore like this one person that did a battle for some reason. The rest of this video is probably gonna be exploring. Oh, Sothis. No. I'm actually gonna miss her. Unfortunate. What's up, dude?
You look so different. You're still our professor in there,
fuck.
right? Did anything else change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger? How do your abs look? Really? You gotta teach me how to do that.
Yeah, just teach me how to get the goddess's blessing, it's fine. Although I suppose I guess he wouldn't know about that to begin with, so... I have all these fucking like lost items and stuff that I should do too.
So hungry.
It's very tedious, the monastery.
Oh, is that you, Professor? Sorry. I'm really not feeling well this month. Even leaving my room for dinner is just too much. It's got nothing to do with your, changes. So, don't open the door, please.
Time to open the door.
Oh, Professor, can I join your class?
Oh. Yeah, sure. I mean, I was waiting for her to come to me. I just wanted to see what she wanted. But sure, there you go.
Thank you so much. This will be so much better. I don't know why, but I'm just so much more comfortable when you're around.
Hooray! Like the icon instantly changed. More people to teach. With my lack of teaching.
Yes? You're going to the ritual at the Holy Tomb, right? I hear that a revelation from the goddess is expected. What if she shows herself? Oh, I'll be so jealous.
What if she shows herself? That's a good question. Hello.
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside the Holy Tomb. Well, it's probably a grave, that much is for sure. And it's likely underground. Beyond that, who knows?
He's figured it out.
Can't help but wonder, though, just what kind of ritual is this?
A blood ritual. Probably. Oh no, man, I'm suspicious of like everything involved in this process. Plant. I don't know, man. What if I just plant like a fuck ton of one thing? There you go. All the root vegetables, let's go. Cultivate the shit out of it. Maximum cultivation. Don't know that that does anything, but we cultivating the fuck out of these.
Hey,
Hey,
hi there.
howdy.
Professor. From Bridget, we have legends. Stories containing people who have a spirit living inside of them.
That was me.
Those spirit people have much strength. They are maybe able to fly in the air or race across the ocean. Hair that shines and eyes that glow.
They have qualities that are not unlike what you are looking like, Professor.
I mean, I can't fly.
Are you knowing that for certain? Maybe you will have wings grow and soar through the sky.
It's true. I suppose I don't know for certain. I also haven't tried flying, so, you know. All fair enough. Talk to the gatekeeper in a second. I'm pretty sure we still can't do any forging. I do need to clean out the inventory. Where are these? Where's the rusted shit at? I completely forgot what it was. Oh, we can do this one, Gradivis. Sure. Never mind, no we can't. I forgot to actually click on it. See if you can do it, it's not just a thing at the bottom. I thought we had... Right, the fucking inventory sorted weird. I thought we had a sword. Oh, it's one of these. A+. I guess all of the special items are probably gonna be A+. Like, we got this sword so early. We don't even have the material to do it anyway. It's gonna be ages before we actually can do that. I don't actually know how far into the game we are. I could find out, I guess, by seeing it, like what month the game ends at.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Although, I suppose, you are something to report. For a moment, I thought you were someone suspicious. Lucky for you, I am quite perceptive. It took only that single moment for me to recognize you. The Professor went out and got some new power.
I just got my hair dyed. Why is everyone acting like this is some strange happening?
You've been granted this power by the goddess herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual. Maybe Saros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe that part never found its way into the legend?
It is told that Saros had a revelation, instructing her to use her power for good, and to lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what sort of revelation you might have, Professor.
Use my power for evil and lead the world to its imminent destruction. It's the complete opposite of what hers was. Chickpeas. Everyone loves chickpeas except for me and probably a multitude of other people. Hello, a student.
I recently had an errand to run, and so I had to pass by the office. I didn't mean to, but I overheard Lady Rhea and Sedith arguing. Actually, it was more like Sedith was interrogating Lady Rhea.
There's gonna be a rift in the church soon. Something gonna happen at this
Inordinately
tome.
long time, people whose hair
Tomb.
changes color, and those odd heroes' relics. Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures? You should see for yourself. I'd recommend exploring west of the Empire.
Fair enough. We're gonna cut back across this way and then go down through the little eatery area. I have like a slightly different path every time I do this.
Those students of yours will soon graduate and become unreachable royalty and nobility. You should show them respect now, or you might find yourself out of a job someday. No. One look at your students' faces, and it's apparent that would never happen.
Excuse me.
Even when your kids graduate, I bet they'll still think fondly of you. You'll always be professor to them.
Good. They better call me Professor. The little shits. Hello, Casper. I'm sure you have some extremely intriguing things to tell me about. All these fucking items in here. I already know who that dictionary is. And considering she's here and I know it's her, we may as well give it to her. Hello, Petra.
Hair that
Somewhere in here is a dictionary. There it is. That's yours.
I
Have
have
fun.
lost the place of this. You have my thanks.
Like, I don't even need to read the description on that one. It said annotated dictionary. It's going to Petra.
You're so strong now.
I'm starting to understand why you were appointed professor.
Are you? Were you? Is you? Figure out what to spend our points on in a bit. Probably a lot of eating. So we've got a lot of people to teach here. We'll see. I'll have to look at what everyone's morale is. Wish there was a way to quickly see that, but I'll have to look at what everyone's morale is and then see about giving some gifts to get some people up and whatnot.
And your eyes! What happened to you? You didn't lose something as a consequence of gaining these powers, did you?
Probably. I don't know yet. I mean, we don't know.
Sometimes our frail bodies don't do well with excess power, so don't push yourself too hard.
The way she speaks about that. Let's get another mage going. Actually, hold on. Who outside of my house has the highest? Marianne, Hilda, teachers. Where's Marianne? Have we talked to her? I don't think we have. No, we haven't. We'll pick her up just because. Perhaps we can recruit her as well. Another mage, that's what we need. Really, we should probably recruit another, like, frontliner, or maybe another... No, we have 2 archers now. Maybe we could find someone that makes for a good heavy armor user, since we lost our heavy armor user. I'm still mad about that, by the way.
Edelgard and Hubert have been busier than usual. Constantly coming and going, in and out of Garreg Mach.
Suspicious.
Perhaps they're doing something in the Empire. As the legitimate heir of the Eyre family, I have not heard anything about it. But if it were significant, I am sure my father would have told me.
It is significant. I don't know that your father knows, though. Can't wait for that story revelation. Look at the fucking outfit. They have Flayn as the mortal savant. I think is what that class is. Isn't that black magic and melee? 2100, I could buy a silver lance plus, which is a very good weapon. Even without the plus. Yeah, sure, we'll buy it. Thanks, alternate flame. Appreciate it. Frame rate over here gets so bad, man. Goddess messenger. 6,700. It's needed for a very good food, but good God, that's expensive. Hello.
Hurry up
Hey,
and
Nugget.
engage the wild boar.
What?
Look, he's losing his grip. Even in his swordplay, he's getting sloppy. If he keeps progressing like this, he's going to get himself killed. Kranya, Solon, they're dead, but we still have a glut of enemies. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor. Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it.
How do you know it's fast approaching? You want a battle, my friend? Of course he does.
Please, if he hears it from you that he needs to rest, perhaps His Highness will listen.
He's exaggerating. He thinks my color is off and that rest will cure all. I have a headache, but that's just from lack of sleep. It's not going to stop me from completing this month's mission.
But headache from lack of sleep would be solved by the rest that you just said. I hate.
I must insist.
Who do you think you are? I can take care of myself, Dedu.
Who do you think you are, he says to
We
Dedu.
won't let you down this month, Professor. You can rely on us.
Don't be talking to my boy Dedu like that. Magic tournament today. Hell yeah.
In town,
That's free.
there seem to be more people around than usual. Is there some festival this month that I'm forgetting about?
The tome? Tomb? Obviously gonna take Annette. Because she's an A. Magic used, wind. Who we facing? Lawrence, Linhart, a random mage, Hubert, and Lysithia. We'll get an advanced seal out of it. Go for it, Annette. She should be like Freelo here. Because her resistance is so high that she shouldn't take much damage from anyone. Still. I know we've done this with her before, but she still should take basically no damage.
Thank goodness.
Imagine being the best mage in the school. By far. Feels good.
I had no choice. I had no
5% crit and she's crit twice. Think we can do this whole thing without healing? Let's find out. Easily, in fact.
What's done is done.
Look at these plays out here. Should have been the last one. Yeah. Easy win. The gold reward from those tournaments is basically worthless.
What?
It's such a small amount for the fact that it takes up a time slot.
Okay.
But I mean, I guess it's there, so you get the item out of it too. And advanced seals aren't particularly cheap, so.
I swear, it's like you're an entirely different person. I guess you're right. If I look hard, I can still tell it's you.
You're darn right. Hey Marianne, you wanna like come with us for activities and excitement? Did I pass an item up here? Because I know someone was up here. No. At least I think so. I might be thinking of the wrong
How are
month.
you, Professor? Did Hanneman make his I will do no harm speech or promise this won't hurt a bit when he asked to study you? Both? I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Nothing so crass as Hanneman's poking, prodding, and drawing of blood. No, I wish to investigate crest power itself. Crest power must have some kind of limit, right? Lady Rhea says any limits must be the protection of the goddess, but that doesn't quite answer it for me.
What if you are the god? Then I suppose you have no limits, considering you're the one that sets it.
Saint Seros was gifted with a divine revelation from the goddess, as well as incredible power. Is that what happened to you too, Professor? No way! The Professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right? Still, I wonder, does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power? If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual? I'm guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan. What else is there to say? You don't actually believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
We absolutely are. Alright.
Long ago, is the...
Am I talking to Marianne?
You don't
Don't actually know. I can just do this. Okay, it is. We are talking to her. Come along. Who else do I have any sort of support with? Freya. Just recruit her, forehead. Hilda's a axe user, right? Don't remember. I don't really have anyone tanky. Except maybe Eloise. Sorry, I started yawning. Me apologies. I'm a Yanni boy. Comes with the territory.
Let me consider.
The name's there for a reason.
I find myself thinking I should leave Garreg-Mach and return to my home, where I should have been all along. Ignore me. I'm sorry. It's a silly thing. An old man's ramblings and nothing more. I hear that Lady Rhea will accompany you for this month's task. She's the pillar that supports the hearts of Fodlan's people. Her safety is paramount. I hope there are no complications.
Something is absolutely happening here. I mean, it's a video game and it's, you know, monthly based, and this is the end of the month thing, so it's obvious, but...
Kranya. Kranya is dead. And so is Solon, by your hand.
Taking vengeance with your own hand. I'm sure Gerald would be proud.
He'd also probably call me an idiot for, like, charging forth like that, I'm sure, but...
When you changed, even the other professors were taken completely by surprise. There's a ritual at the Holy Tomb this month, isn't there? I wonder what'll happen with that. I'm sure you'll be all right, but don't lose sight of who you really are, okay? However you
I'm
may
Sophus.
change, and whatever new power goes along with those changes, you'll still be the same person deep down. Remember that.
In our battle last month, we really cut the enemy down to size. But there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down, not least the Flame Emperor. Once we've crushed them all, we can return to our peaceful lives at the monastery. It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming.
Oh, okay. She says our battle, like she participated at all in that. We don't seem to have any quests, do we? Nope. This is relatively speaking, rather chill month.
Right.
I think there's a special battle, so that weekend will be the battle weekend, obviously. But I guess apart from that, we're probably just gonna do the teaching things.
When I first
Weekend
saw you,
teachings, I
Professor,
forgot what
with
they're called.
That hair color and that eye color, I thought you looked kind of like Lady Rhea. Like maybe you could be related. I like the way it looks. I wonder if I could change my hair color too. Maybe if I tried hard enough. If I thought real hard about it, I mean.
I don't...
All I need to do is get trapped up in a strange place and then escape, right? Just like you did.
Yeah, just, you know, do that. Makes perfect sense. Hello. Still gotta say the same thing, yeah. R.I.P. Geralt. Alright, so we got upstairs and we got the north side. We got no quests to worry about, so if I've got any renown, I'm just gonna go ahead and spend it. Let me in. Thanks. I appreciate your compliance. What's up, dude?
I always knew there was something special about you, but you've only gotten more and more extraordinary the longer I've known you. That transformation was just the beginning, wasn't it? I have a feeling that things will only grow more dire from here on out.
More dire? That doesn't sound very good. 3 notes. Please do something about it. I don't actually know which of these to pick. Apparently that one. I knew who it was, I just didn't know which one to pick. Someone I can't seem to beat. I forgot that dude's name, but I know who that is. What's a quick and easy way to make them give up and say uncle? Have you considered poison? Have you considered poison? I figured that one wasn't gonna work, but... Never been very good at arithmetic, but I can see how it would be a great skill to have when negotiating with merchants. How do I make it easier to learn? Ask a friend to instruct you? Memorize the books? I mean, I would say ask a friend is what I would legitimately say. It was correct, as it turns out. Hello. That's a wall. Hey, Annette.
Ah! Professor! Sorry, this'll take some getting used to.
Don't shout all the
Your
time.
hair and eye color are completely different. You just don't look like yourself anymore. Of course, you're right. I'm just being silly as usual.
My everything has changed, just don't tell the students that. Alright, we got enough renown for something up here? Let's find out. Hello!
Need something?
We do have enough renown. Well, actually no. Because I would like to get this and it's 2,500, so... The other option is more divine pulls. Which I wish there was a way to figure out how many divine pulse I had, but... It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Alright, oh my lord. There's a party on the second floor, apparently. Hello. How's it going, Rhea?
Excuse me.
Out here hiding things all the time.
You haven't a thing to worry about. You have been gifted the power of the goddess. Furthermore, you have overcome the death of your father, Geralt, and you have destroyed countless of our wicked foes. I am proud, so very proud of who you have become.
I'm uneasy. It's true.
Once we finish the ritual at the Holy Mausoleum, all will be well.
I don't know about that one, Captain. I'm so suspicious of this fucking ritual.
Ah, it is you.
Hello.
I am sorry, but I have a lot on my mind. I would prefer to be alone right now.
Fair enough, my dude. Fair enough. I know I just recently said it, and I've said it in other videos as well, but the voice acting for the majority of characters, even basic NPCs, is, I like the way she's standing over there, ominous, is actually really satisfying.
Captain. Oh, Professor. How long have you been standing there? I didn't see you. I was just sorting through Captain Gerald's belongings. I haven't made much progress. I keep finding things that bring back memories. Clearing out this room of his belongings again, it's not easy.
Like, even if I don't like the character or the sound of the voice, the actual voice acting itself is really good. So I will continue complimenting the game for that.
Professor, I am so happy. Your new hair and eye color suit you well. We make quite the pair.
Do we?
But
You're a little brighter than me.
I sense that things are a bit strained between Lady Rhea and my brother. She wants to do something at the Holy Tomb. I do not know what, but... Whenever it has concluded, I hope they will return to their friendship, as it has always been.
Hello, Hanneman.
Professor, are you positive? Really? Your appearance is due to the influence of the Crest of Flames? Intriguing. Unfortunately, I have found no record of Nemesis's hair and eye color ever changing. However, if that transformation was brought on in part by the power of the crest, that would be most, well, I suppose interesting is too small a word. Still, it would be an absolutely exceptional discovery. To know for certain, we must investigate further. So, close off.
Excuse me? Hold on. Why are we out here stripping? Also, I'm checking my email, as I have to pay attention to my email. Although, I just got an email that says no subject and appears to not have an attachment. So I'm suspicious that something is wrong with Gmail. Hold on. I do have to actually check this just in case there is an attachment that is of use. Oh. Well, I mean, I opened it in a different browser and the email is now larger, but there's still no attachment. I'm very confused. There's no attachment in the last email either. I'm going to have to let them know that Google is either eating the attachments or there's nothing there. I don't know. Could have been an accidental email. I don't know, man. Man. Why don't we just go back to the days of physical letters? Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
What?
Anyway.
A full physical is in order, yes? We need to know if this transformation affected you adversely. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit.
There's the line. Alright, we got 4 more people to talk to. Again, I find this stuff rather tedious.
Hey, you.
Because the majority of the dialogue when you're doing the monastery stuff has no real effect or impact on the story. So really, you know, they could really carve down a lot of this filler stuff.
Professor, I feel as though you've been a bit distant. It's like you're sort of floating above the clouds, separate from other people. And like you've got no interest at all in ever coming back down. How can I help?
Give me a massage.
Hey, don't worry. I thought maybe I'd ask and see what you'd say.
What if I do want to worry though? You're not my mom.
The Holy Tomb, huh? I've worked here for years, and this is the first I've heard of it. I mean, it does make some sense. Sort of. Something about it is still weird. I understand now why they'd build the monastery in the mountainous center of Fodlan. Although, when the monastery was built, the Kingdom and Alliance weren't even around yet. But look how cleverly it was placed, right in the middle of the Empire, Kingdom, and Alliance. That's weird, right?
It is indeed weird, actually. You've a fair point, lady. Alright, 2 more and then we begin the food consumption. The process of the food consumption. We'll figure out who I can just give gifts to.
To be honest, I cannot keep up with all that's been happening recently. Monica was actually Kranya. Tomas was actually Solon. Who were these people? What about you, Professor? You were a true ally, yes?
Nope. I'm actually just Nemesis.
The most convincing answer you could have given. Still, I simply must take you at your word.
It's a fair point. That wasn't a very, very convincing line. Hello, monk.
That reminds me. All things considered, this year has been rather terrible. As far as the students are concerned, next month is the last one of the school year. Next month, we will hold the graduation ceremony, though it'll be an understandably subdued affair. This month, we ask that you carry out your duties as best you can, to ensure that our students remain calm.
Next month is a graduation ceremony. I thought there was gonna be like, well, I guess that doesn't rule out there being some big tumultuous event. But it could just be a graduation and then like we just chill, I don't know. We are a teacher. That should be everyone talked to. There's support stuff to do, but we will go to the dining hall and see who has 0 morale or motivation. I keep calling it morale. So Sylvain and Ingrid have 0. They appear to be the only ones that are at 0. So we'll do Sylvain and fuck, I don't know. Let's just grab someone, let's grab a random teacher. Let's take her. I'm pretty sure she's a C support, right?
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
My God. Alright, now we get Ingrid. Whatever Ingrid likes. Apparently this. And then... who? Marianne. There you go. Sure.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
That's quite the blush for just talking about a dish. Now the rest we can just give gifts to, which is remarkably tedious. But we can. Well, see, I probably should have checked who was actually full as well.
So sorry. Even it's so.
We do have a lot of gifts. Do you still get
Thank you.
motivation, yeah, even if you don't like the gift, really?
Thank you.
Yeah. It's not as much. I'm not really concerned about that when I have an abundance of gifts.
Yes?
Plus, the cheap ones we can use to figure out if someone is actually full or not. Trying to remember where everyone was while I was running around. Not you.
You've been maybe it is. I wonder.
We don't need to give any to Ingrid because she's already happy. Oh, she actually just straight doesn't like that, okay. So there are items that they won't like. Good to know. Unfortunate, but good to know. Shamir, no. None of you. I'd like to go up the middle, but I can't, so fuck me. Sylvain. He needs some. And I know there were people in the training area. We'll get to them in a minute. I can see your motivation in the top right, you dingleberry. I'll need to give you an item when I can see it right there. I'm smart.
Professor, hurry up, look, he's Kron. We still our next.
Also wish you didn't have to go through that whole dialogue to actually get to the gift screen. Wow, you didn't like that much? I want to give you an owl feather.
Alright.
Owl feathers are expensive. I mean, they don't have any value or any cost, but still. You know what I mean. Words are hard. Ah. I'm glad I could just have her do that voice line. Just every time I talk to her. Bah. Okay, who up here do I need to give stuff to? Dorothea, probably Flame. Probably. And that should be everyone. We can check at the dining hall again.
But she won't whenever it.
What do you want? Nature or art? Those who like art or carving and devout believers. She's already full, but I was looking at what gifts we have. And the other person was over here. Hello.
Recently, it's like you're.
Have a pitcher plant.
Thank you.
A beautiful, I have two of them. There you go. Now that should be everyone. So we can use the time to get together with people outside of the class. That is everyone. Or we can use the time to teach ourselves, get our skills up. I'm kinda leaning towards getting our skills up. Oops. I wish they weren't called L and ZL and R and ZR. I don't know why that's hard for my brain to remember, but... Our skills are so bad. Although just getting people to like us more raises, or it makes it so much easier to recruit people anyway. I don't know. You know what? We'll just go crazy on food. I feel like eating, and by eating I mean consuming all known food substances. I don't really care about the dialogue here. Yummy. We should do one cooking and then one... Forget these multiple meals that are bonused. One cooking thing and one choir thing as well. Those are one-offs. I don't know, let's get Petra and Alois. Why not? Just getting a variety.
I would be liking that greatly.
Really? Why? You would be?
My favorite food.
Or you are. Alright, one more meal. I don't know. Actually don't know. Pickled seafood. Ew. I don't know, like we could get some knights involved in this. Gilbert's actually a fortress knight. I didn't realize that.
This is my favorite dish.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's...
Hoorah! Delicious food. Alright. Now we cook with somebody. Sure, let's cook with Gilbert. Fuck it. And we'll get speed. I like speed. Fight me.
I have some experience with cooking. I'm sure I can aid you in the kitchen.
I think a god would know how to cook, but I guess I can't.
How the meal tastes affects the morale of the troops. An army marches on its stomach.
It's true. Give people a great meal and they're good to go. Alright. And now, wrong button, we do choir to finish it off because it's a one-off thing that you can only do once, which is what one-off means in case you've forgotten.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello, choir coordinator. Let's get Hilda and Manuela. Really could bring my own students to teach them, but it's fine.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a...
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
She is an opera singer, so... Alright. That's all our points. We have probably many support things to go through, including multiple of my own. But I need to eat, so that's what I'm gonna do. This has been 2 hours anyway. My throat's still doing fine, so not that this, what I'm about to say matters for you guys because you're watching it on YouTube, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then I'll return play some more. Because I want to play a video game. That's how these videos work. I want to play a video game, I play a video game. Good times. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.